Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all doing? Good. Sorry. There we go. When we decided to build this brand, this concept under Marriott, Covington was one of the first locations to come to mind because Covington is a city with its own pulse and identity. It's a super family-friendly area and growing at unprecedented rates. And it has kindly welcomed our 123-key six-story building. Like any build, it's come with its fair share of challenges, which were only amplified by COVID, right? In its infant stages, we were planning and zoning over Zoom, which was a learning curve for us all. And then once we actually got into construction, like everybody else, we had our supply chain issues. Lead times were ridiculous, and even then, they were still not being met. And then, of course, God showered us with His blessings. Literally, we had a lot of rain, and that put a pretty good delay in our timeline. So with all these challenges, we've had our success as well. And you all are witnessing it and celebrating it with us today. Our company's vision is to be the best-in-class hotel developer in the U.S. Our two Marriott Covington properties, this one here, as well as our sister property, the Courtyard, to be opened in the summer of 2024. Our Home2 Suites in Roswell, which has been operating since 2020. And then our soon-to-be-open Home2 True Dual brand at the Atlanta airport. All of these properties exceed and reinforce this vision of excellence that we try to uphold ourselves to. Now, I'd like to thank the groups and individuals who were instrumental in allowing us to manifest this success. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our staff. The Residence Inn is aimed by design to make sure guests don't feel like guests. They should feel like themselves. They should feel like they're at home. And our staff has proven to be dedicated to preserving and upholding this mission for the thousands and thousands of guests we've hosted to date. So I sincerely thank each and every one of them for all their hard work. I'd also like to thank our team back in Duluth, our main offices, for keeping this machine running in the background. Special shout out to Dave Byrne, our Senior Vice President of Business Development and Strategy. As Randy was saying, he's a machine, just going nonstop all day to make sure we're where we're supposed to be in upholding our standards. And I'd also like to shout out Jay Carmali, he's right there, our marketing manager. He does so much work in the background to make sure our name's out there. I'd also like to thank the Marriott team, namely Chris DiBenedetto. He helped us get our flag. And then Michael Boscow for all of his support. He's been with us since step one and ongoing. So thank you for all your help in helping manifest this project. I'd also like to thank our architects from Ponder & Ponder, Rob Ponder and Travis Rose, who's right there. They did an amazing job and helped us put this beautiful building up. So thank you to them. Next, I'd like to extend a special thank you to the City of Covington. Firstly, the City Council of Covington, who believed in the vision and helped manifest the vision of Covington Town Center, which we are standing in today. Namely, Councilwoman Fleety Baguette, Councilwoman Sharika Davis, Councilman Don Floyd, Councilman Anthony Henderson, and Councilwoman Susie Keck, and Councilman Kenneth Morgan. I'd also like to say a special thank you to Mike Giger and his team for helping us with storm and water, Mike Jewell and his team for helping us with gas, Joel Smith and his team for electric, Chief Stacy Cotton and the entire Covington Police Department, Chief Jeremy Holmes and the entire fire department, Mark Beachick, who helped us with zoning and planning, City Manager Tress Thomas. And finally, I'd like to thank Mayor Steve Horton.